If you would love to discover how to become more in flow and to have your life and business in flow, well, you are in for a treat because we have here Nefertiti, and she's going to tell you all about how you can use art therapy with Ikebana in order to be more in flow and become more more mentally aware and have a little bit more calm and peace in your life. So Nefertiti, please tell us, how can we get art therapy? How can Ikebana help us to have therapy with art?
Yes. So before I get into answering the question, I have to start by introducing a little bit of what Ikebana is. It's considered one of the three arts of refinement from the Japanese culture. It concentrates on zen environment using floral design in a very strategic way. So you have three focal points, and it uses very minimalistic approach to a floral design. So that transfer to your daily life and your lifestyle by decluttering and keeping things minimalistic. I have a background in neuroscience, and all my programs have that underlayer of neuroscience, even if the person is not aware about it. So they are getting full benefits of what I teach, because you are going to be priming your brain in a subliminal level on how to respond to certain situations. Also, art therapy is very critical for mental health, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So by decluttering and cutting down branches and putting things strategically, you are priming your brain to do the same thing in the business world, in your house work, also at your school. It's not limited to what you can do with them. It doesn't matter what is your background, whether you are staying at home, student, or executive. This is something very beneficial to all demographics and all ages. So by doing therapeutic art, you are going to find a way of self-expression, and what you repress, suppress, or oppress, it turns into a depression. Then you are going down on a mental downward spiral for not having clarity and just having that mental chaos that is not going to be conducive for anything good in your life. So I'm very enthusiastic about it, because once upon a time I was chronically depressed, and I dug myself out of such a condition by doing therapy art through Ikebana, which is the floral design, Japanese style. And just to give you a quick show and tell, there are like 100 different prompts for you to be creative, be more self-aware, not only of your surroundings, but also your resources. And then you make a design basically out of nothing. And I have in my background sample of what I do. So this piece here, it's made out of unconventional materials. So it's made with aluminum foil, a piece of bamboo cut in a shape of a ladder, spray paint, and a flower that it got dry in spray paint. So for somebody who doesn't have the training, you give them those things and they will be like, and how's that going to work out for me? How can I do a piece of art out of those things? So again, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So by doing floral design my Ikebana way, you are priming your brain to be very resourceful and work with whatever is in your environment and do something beautiful that becomes the talk of the town. And you can rest assured that not only you are having your way of self-expression, but also you are going to be wowing people. And how cool is that? You go to a dinner party, you bring something that you made yourself. You have a VIP client, you show some appreciation with a special creation that you are doing, reflecting your personality and thinking of the recipient. This piece over here, it's all dry material from the middle of the pandemic. we didn't have any resources. So I have to be resourceful and find a way how to carry on my practice. So I love to show what is possible and spark the curiosity on people to say, how can that be applicable to me and enhance my quality of life? Because that's what I'm very passionate about.
Thank you. And how can we create Ikebana art therapy for ourselves if we didn't have access to you, for example?
Something very basic that you can do is to get a bowl from the kitchen, like one of those Pyrex clear glass, and do like halfway with water and just drop a couple of flowers from your garden, from the park when you go on a walk, maybe from some extra material if you're doing your own flower designs on the regular basis, and make a floating arrangement. And also the other thing that you can do, it's sets of 2 or 3, like a vignette, and then use some biophilic art. So you are going to do, for example, in one cylinder, rocks. In another cylinder, you can do just green leaves with a little bit of water. And then on the other one, you can do very strategically floating couple of flowers. And that gives you a vast array of options because you can place it on your table or on your working area strategically. And again, neuroscience for you, you are fostering that inner peace, because when you see something that you create yourself, you're like, I'm good at this business. I am having a very pleasing environment. Or maybe somebody comes and gives you a compliment, and every time that you see that piece, your mind is going to trigger down to, oh, that person celebrate what I did, and you keep doing what you're doing. So it's all about those mental tricks and hacks to keep you motivated and going and keep doing better, better, and better.
Thank you. And who is this for? Is this for like any sort of person, or is this for particular people? And why should they take the time to do this? What benefit could it have?
Oh, there are so many benefits. I'm writing a book on that, no pun intended, and that's going to be a solo book about Ikebana and neuroscience. So I'm going to give you like the top 5. You have a way of self-expression. You are going to bring a more sane environment to your surroundings, which is very critical, because anything that is going to distort or modify your behavior, it's an environment. And in these current times where there's so much chaos, it doesn't take too much for you to get bent out of shape. So you need that little sacred corner to see something beautiful and decompress. The other that is very dear to my heart, because I experienced that 3 times. I lost dear ones due to cancer. And the way for us to bond, it was with flowers. I could send virtual flowers. It's like, this is what I did for you. And they know my capabilities, and they know that it was heartfelt, especially made for them. And when they die, I was in peace with myself, because whether we were close or we were in different countries, I had that bonding through flowers. I'm thinking about you, sending you flowers, delivering flowers. Also, you deliver smiles. That's so rewarding. That's my passion. Because it doesn't matter if it's a very low budget floating arrangement or if it's something more flamboyant, the recipient, more likely, unless it's a cranky person, it's going to get a smile on their face and it's going to appreciate the treat. Also, if you are in business or if you have a special relationship, you are going to foster that through flowers. You show being intentional, being mindful, being caring, and show that love and appreciation through flowers. Also for intuition, because when you do Ikebana, you are disconnecting from everything around you. So you are quieting the mind And then not only creativity gets sparked, but you get ideas maybe for the next book or for the next project, or you just got an epiphany how to solve an issue that it had been in the back burner of your mind, and then you take note, finish your arrangement, and then carry on with the other tasks that you have on hand. And I preach what I practice, and I have been the happy beneficiary of all those wonderful things happening. And last but not least, if you have a holiday coming up, you're going to look like a rock star, and you are saving that budget. Instead of going to a floral shop, you are doing it yourself. And you have such a sense of accomplishment and being validated with your craft and your talent. So there's no shortage of reason why you should try Ikebana and neuroscience intertwined together.
Thank you so much for these amazing tips about Ikebana art therapy and how it can benefit your life. Now, for those of you that want to follow Nefertiti, all you have to do is click at the bottom of the video, and you should be able to see Nefertiti's links. And do connect with Nefertiti on social media, and make sure to connect with her for the amazing Ikebana art therapy.
Thank you.